Hasan, you naughty, naughty dog. Now, why would you do that to this poor girl? Like, honestly, what is going on here? Hasan has had one of the worst years possible online, and now even his own fans are starting to turn on him after Ludwig's girlfriend, Cutie Cinderella, accused Hasan of literally showing her his, personal DLC package. Yeah, I know, right? Hasan is tripping. So, here's the clip.
Hasan is naughty.
Addicted to Zins.
Addicted to Zins, posts his package online, tells his friends to look at it.
Ew.
He also, during Fear Ann, he put on his costume and he came in and he said, "You can see my dick in this." And I said, "Hasan, I'm not looking." And then he proceeded to hump the air and he said, "Look." And I said, "I'm not looking."
Insert clip. Now let's break down what actually happened here, because this story is somehow funny, uncomfortable, awkward, and messy all at once. According to Cutie, this wasn't like a rumor or one of those he said, she said situations. This was a full-on Halloween party scenario. Hasan walks in with a costume that apparently was a little too revealing. And instead of just, I don't know, adjusting the costume like a normal adult, Hasan decides this is the perfect opportunity to announce to the room, "Hey guys, you can see my..." Yeah, he said that out loud. Then, when Cutie literally says, "I'm not looking," Hasan decides to start humping the air to, quote, prove it. Like he thought this was a TikTok thirst trap audition. And to make it worse, his buddy Will joins in like it's some kind of synchronized Olympic sport. So now it's two grown men trying to get Cutie to look at their pixel sliders, while Ludwig stands there like a substitute teacher, desperately trying to maintain control of the classroom 5 minutes before lunch break. And instead of everyone going, "Bro, what are we doing?" the room just kind of lets it happen. Now here's why this is getting messy online. People aren't arguing about whether the moment happened. Everyone agrees it did. The argument is whether this was just, haha, silly party behavior, or, bro, that's wildly uncomfortable. And now, with the added context of Hasan reposting parasocial fan edit TikToks about him and Cutie being destined lovers, you can see why the internet is basically screaming, "Dude, stop. This is weird." Now here's where things get even weirder, because the internet didn't just focus on the party clip. No. The internet dug deeper, because the internet always digs deeper. And what they found is that this wasn't just a one-time awkward party moment. Hasan had actually been reposting TikToks of fans making edited romance-style videos of him and Cutie Cinderella. Yes, romantic fan edits. You know those edits teenage fandoms make where they slow down clips, add soft music, and try to convince you that two people who have said 3 words to each other are secretly soulmates? Yeah, Hasan reposted those, publicly, while Cutie has a boyfriend. A very real, very present boyfriend. Ludwig, the guy he hangs out with, the guy he stays at events with, the guy he calls his friend. And it's like, bro, what are we doing? Who told you this was a normal thing to share? And of course, the one fan edit that blew everything up was the one where the creator literally said she wants to wear Cutie's skin so she can be Hasan's girlfriend. I'm not exaggerating. That's what the voiceover said. And Hasan saw that, hovered his finger over the share button, and went, "Yeah, this is the one. Let's post this to millions of people." The internet saw that and collectively went, "Sir, are you okay? Blink twice if you need help." Because at that point, it stops being haha, silly, awkward streamer moment and starts being, bro, the parasocial levels are off the chart. Even Ethan Klein came in like, yeah, that's actually just sexual harassment. No question. And when Ethan Klein is calling you cringe, that's when you know it's bad. Now Ludwig, to his credit, tried to play it cool. He tried the whole, guys, let's be peaceful. Let's not start wars. Let's send good vibes speech. But to everyone else watching, it kind of just made him look, well, like he's letting himself get emotionally folded like a lawn chair. And that's when people started saying Ludwig looks like the internet's newest nice guy who can't stand up for himself. And whether that's fair or not, the memes are already printing themselves. And this is where the relationship dynamics start getting cooked like overdone cafeteria pizza. Because now the internet isn't just talking about Hasan being weird. They're talking about Ludwig and Cutie's relationship. And listen, nobody asked for that, but the internet does not care. Once the timeline smells drama, it goes full bloodhound mode. People started clipping old streams where Cutie mentions that Ludwig wants kids and she doesn't, or where she says she doesn't really care about marriage. And suddenly Reddit is doing PhD-level psychology dissertations like it's the Roman Empire. But let's be clear, this drama didn't need all that extra commentary. The only reason relationships got dragged into this is because Hasan reposting those flirty fan edits made everything look way more personal than it probably was. Now, the clip resurfaces, the fan edits resurface, and suddenly the internet is like, oh, this wasn't just awkward, this was pattern behavior. And that's when the conversation shifted from, haha, goofy party moment lol, to, bro, this is actually uncomfortable. And remember Maya, Miskif's ex? Yeah, she was literally sitting there in the clip, looking like she accidentally joined the wrong Discord server. Like, you can see in real time the internal Windows error noise going off in her eyes. Because you're watching two men trying to get Cutie to acknowledge their situation downstairs, while everyone else in the room is just staring at the floor tiles like they're trying to teleport. And then Hasan tries to defend it by saying, we were wearing hussy costumes, she gave them to us. And Cutie is like, okay, yeah, I handed you the costumes, but I did not tell you to reenact the mating dance of an endangered zoo animal in front of me. And that's the key problem here. It's not the costume, it's the performance, it's the effort, it's the intensity of the presentation. So now everyone online is like, why did Hasan try this hard to be seen? Why did Will join in like it was a synchronized swimming routine? And why is Ludwig acting like he's moderating a preschool sandbox? The energy was off, the vibes were off, and the internet smelled it. Now at this point, the drama has fully evolved from haha funny streamer moment into, okay, everyone here needs to sit down and speak to a guidance counselor. Because once the internet saw how messy this was getting, they did what the internet always does. They started digging through old clips, comments, and reactions to see who said what and when. And the person who came out looking the worst from this was, unsurprisingly, Hasan. Because instead of just ignoring the fan edits, apologizing, or just acting like an adult, Hasan doubled down. He acted like people were overreacting, like everyone was being dramatic, and like this was totally normal friend behavior. Which, no, it is not. And then Ethan Klein enters the chat like a WWE announcer, jumping in from the ceiling. Ethan straight up called it sexual harassment, no hesitation. Which is wild because Ethan usually spends 45 minutes figuring out how to say good morning. So when he is direct, you know something is cooked. And the thing is, Ethan wasn't even being edgy. He was just saying what a lot of normal people thought watching the clip. Because most people do not walk into a room, point to their junk, and go, hey guys, look. No, seriously, please look. That is not social behavior. That is unhinged gym mirror energy. Meanwhile, Ludwig is out here trying to be the Dalai Lama of Twitch, telling everyone to be positive and send love. And that's nice. That's sweet. But it also looks like Ludwig is trying to ignore a fire while holding a cup of water. Like, yes, man, we support peace, but your best friend is out here reposting romance TikToks with your girlfriend in them. There's only so much peace and love the internet can accept before they start clowning you. And the worst part? Hasan's own community is starting to shift. People who used to defend him are now quietly stepping back like, yeah, maybe we picked the wrong main character. This isn't just drama anymore. This is a full arc shift. So now we've reached the final stage of this whole situation. The aftermath, the fallout, the what now moment. Because after all the clips resurfaced, after the fan edits got exposed, after Ethan Klein threw the harassment label on the table like a Pokemon card, everyone involved had to decide how to respond. And interestingly, the one who handled it the most maturely was not Hasan. It was actually Ludwig. Ludwig basically came out and said, hey, don't harass anyone. Just tell them, God bless and have a great day. Which is honestly the most Ludwig response possible. He's like that one guy in the group project who tries to solve conflict by offering everyone Capri Suns. And it's wholesome, yes, but it also does not address the actual situation. So while Ludwig is saying peace, love, and gentle vibes, the internet is like, my brother in Christ, they showed your girlfriend their meat sword. Meanwhile, Hasan is acting like he is the victim here, like the internet is just misunderstanding a quirky, silly, boyish joke. But that's the problem. Because when your jokes consistently make other people uncomfortable, at some point they're not jokes anymore. They're choices. And the parasocial reposting, the romantic tension edits, the obsession with defending it all, it paints a picture, and not a flattering one. Now, to be clear, Hasan didn't commit a crime. Nobody is saying that. But what he did do was cross social boundaries in a way that made someone feel uncomfortable. And the internet, for once, is actually kind of united in saying, bro, stop. Seriously, and that's rare. The internet never agrees on anything. These people argue about the color of the sky. So if everyone is saying the same thing, that says something. Where does Ludwig go from here? Probably back to streaming, smiling through the pain like a youth pastor at summer camp. Where does Cutie go from here? Hopefully somewhere with people who treat her normally. And Hasan? Well, he's either going to learn from this, or he's going to post another fan thirst trap in 48 hours. We'll see. Subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter, because this story's nowhere near over.